Yeah, put me in, coach. From the PIX 11 studios, right here on the corner of 42nd and 2nd in Midtown Manhattan. My name is Scott Stanford. This is my partner, Bret Callahan, Senior Sports Producer of the Year. This is Two Teams, One podcast. Yes, indeed. What's up, brother?
What's going on there?
How you feeling? Good?
I'm feeling great.
Can I just sum this whole podcast up in one thing? Yanks are rolling along. Mets are in the dumps.
And we come off a weekend where the Yankees took 2 out of 3 from your New York Metropolitans.
Unbelievable. And the Mets continue to slide. They almost got no hit by the Braves.
It's not good.
DeGrom puts up another nice game. The Mets can't hit a lick.
Do you think DeGrom wants to be traded at this point?
No,
Does he say to himself, I got to get out of here?
I don't think so.
Well, what's interesting is the Syndergaard news came out today. You want to talk about that first?
Go ahead.
Noah's finger is bad.
Right.
He has that strained tendon ligament problem.
So he's not
Which
coming
I
back.
had in my finger, because you hear it click.
Yeah,
you can't hear it now, but it clicks.
You don't have to throw 100 miles an hour.
Right. I don't know how the guy's going to pitch the rest of the season.
So is he, what do they say?
They said they got to extend his rest period.
Extend it?
So basically,
You're down at DeGrom? We're down at DeGrom. That's it.
Yes, him. You traded away Harvey. You have Matz.
Listen, here's the thing. If you're DeGrom, right, you're pitching great.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody knows you're a great pitcher.
Yeah.
Right now,
best pitcher in baseball, probably.
He's still pitching for that next contract. He's still getting paid peanuts by the Mets.
True.
So no matter what happens, does he feel like to himself, I got to be on a winning club right now?
Yes.
Or is he pitching for that giant life-changing contract that's coming his way?
He's getting that
no
contract, but he's not going to get that contract from the Mets. You think the Mets going to pay him what he wants?
I don't know. The Yankees, even when they're not hitting well, you say to yourself, this team is going to find a way to win. The Mets,
that's
incredible. You always
too.
say with the Mets, they're going to find a way to lose.
It's like the Jets.
Right, and the Yankees get it done no matter what.
Yeah.
And because they didn't play very well against the Mets. They didn't score a lot of runs. Mets played them pretty tight. They still won the game.
The Mets have the worst bullpen in the history of bullpens, probably. I mean, come on.
When's your boy Stanton going to start hitting in Yankee
Soon.
Stadium? When's that going to happen?
Which leads me to my question I asked before, and
What?
I asked it on this podcast.
Go ahead.
Would you trade Stanton next year for an ace pitcher and sign Bryce Harper?
Why not?
You do it.
I would do that. Why not?
Somebody,
I heard on sports radio today, somebody put in the suggestion that they would trade DeGrom to the Yankees
for Stanton
and Andujar.
I would never
Would you
do
that move?
No.
No?
Too much.
Okay.
Too
For
much.
DeGrom. DeGrom goes to the Yankees, they're World Series bound, no?
I think for DeGrom, yes, I do think that. But I think for DeGrom, how about this trade for you?
Mm-hmm.
I give you Andujar.
Mm-hmm.
I give you Clint Frazier. And I give you a Justice Sheffield, the guy in the minors.
Nah.
Why not?
I don't like it.
Why?
Sheffield hasn't done anything.
You need prospects.
He's done nothing.
It's not a bad deal.
Happy 70th anniversary.
I heard.
70th anniversary of PIX 11. All kinds of.
So that means when PIX 11 started, Mr. G was 3.
At least.
Yes.
I think G was here to turn on the lights when that went on. Were you a big PIX guy when you were little? I was. Every Sunday. Ready for this?
Yes.
Every Sunday, 11:30 to 1 o'clock, Abbott and Costello.
Did PIX show wrestling back in the day? Was Superstars on PIX?
No, but a couple of years ago, they did have the kids wrestling on Saturday morning.
I watched that a little bit.
But I don't know if they've ever gone full-blown wrestling.
Right.
And, we've got a big special.
Huge special.
Coming up, which, of course, we're part of because of the whole sports division.
You're part of.
Yes.
I'm not really
Well, listen, I was trying to give you a little feeling of
I
inclusion.
appreciate that, but
fine.
I wasn't really, involved in the process. They just asked me, when did the Giants win the Super Bowl? I said, here's a year.
In that 70th anniversary special,
sure.
We're remembering Phil Rizzuto and Bill White.
Did you know that the instant replay started on PIX 11?
Right here on PIX 11.
Mel Allen asked, let me see what that tape looks like.
Isn't that amazing? He wanted to see the play. And
now it's used everywhere.
Yeah, that was on PIX. I don't remember the exact date. I know it's in the special.
It is.
But that is unbelievable. And the other Yankee news is, when you're talking about announcers, Michael Kay, our boy, signed an extension. He's going to be with the Yankees through 2021.
Who's got a better life than Michael Kay?
Yeah.
Imagine you are a lifelong Yankee fan. Like
Grew up
myself.
in the Bronx.
Grew up in the Bronx. I like to be voice of the Yankees someday, and it comes
never
true.
happen. You'll never be.
I could be.
You'll never be voice of the Yankees.
Why not?
Let me hear you go, it is high.
It is high. It is far.
Yeah, no.
No, you don't like that?
Nah.
Nothing?
I wouldn't even put you in the top 10.
I could do studio when someone strikes out.
No.
Oh, come on.
It's over.
Just say the
You
word.
better come up with a new plan. But yeah, no, Michael's been there forever. Listen, the guy works hard. He's on
Look,
from 3
you got to
to
give him
7.
credit. Yeah, of course.
Right, on the radio.
With your
And then he works.
favorite team there.
Rosenberg,
Of course.
LaGreca.
Yes.
Right, my boys.
Love those guys.
So that's the deal. So he'll be around for a while, and
Yeah.
Sterling and Susan will be on the radio. So
Well, that's baseball, Susan.
as long as they're successful, everything's good.
Hey, it's great in Yankee land, except for one problem. Gary Sanchez. We got to talk about Gary
What's he
Sanchez.
about 170?
Well, I got some stats. The slump that Gary Sanchez is in.
Right.
How bad is it?
How bad is it, Bret?
He is 4 for his last 53.
All right, go ahead.
That's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad.
But here's a question for you. I had a conversation with a buddy last night about this, about what to do with Gary Sanchez. A, we all know that Gary Sanchez isn't the greatest catcher.
Yes,
And
go
I think
ahead.
his defensive lack of prowess is hurting his batting.
Go ahead.
So would you take Gary Sanchez and make him a DH?
No.
That's his rightful
You can't-
position.
But you can't do it because you already have a DH with
exactly
Stanton or Jones.
the problem. So would you trade Gary Sanchez right now if you could?
Not really. Is Austin Romine good enough to take Phil's shoes?
Well, let's get there in a second. You could trade for someone like Real Muto or someone like
Real
that.
Muto.
Right.
JT Real Muto?
The question is this. Here's the question.
Go ahead.
What team in New York needs a catcher?
The New York Metropolitans.
Right.
Okay.
So would you put Gary Sanchez in a deal for DeGrom?
Possibly.
Would you like that as a Met fan?
Maybe a little more. Sure.
You know, a couple of prospects, Sanchez. Because my friend said to me last night, we were talking about it, I said, what do you do with a guy like Gary Sanchez? He goes, you know what you do with him?
Mm-hmm.
You send him to the minors.
Is this what you guys talk about in your spare
We
time?
did.
Is that what you do?
Swear to God.
Is that when you're bowling or when you're watching?
We're having a couple of, pops there at the bar. We're talking about Gary Sanchez.
More baseball memories we're going to cover on the 70th anniversary. Bucky Dent's home run at Fenway. Bucky bleeping Dent, right?
You know, I was like 4. What year was that?
78.
You remember that well, right?
I do.
I was 4.
You were 4. I was, what was I, 12 at the time.
You remember that,
I was 12, yeah. I was 12. I remember the home run. I was watching the game. It was during the day.
But were you a Met fan or Yankee fan at that
No,
point?
I was always, I grew up a Met fan, but it was the playoff. You know, it was the one-game playoff.
Sure.
Yanks, Red
So
Sox.
you excited when Dan hit the home run or no?
I didn't jump up because I was a fan of the team. I just thought it was cool that it happened that way. He wasn't supposed to do it. Hit himself in the foot the pitch before.
Of course.
And Bucky Dent had, 3 home runs all year?
Yeah. Bucky bleeping Dent.
And you have the Chris Chambliss walk-off.
True.
Against the Royals.
The Pine Tar game?
I think the Pine Tar game, I think it was on PIX 11 because I remember Rizzuto. Here comes George Bret, right?
Right.
Rizzuto, here comes Bret.
There's so many memories, and a lot of them are Yankee memories. I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah. Oh, how about that Terry Collins video?
It's good stuff.
Did you see that?
That's good stuff.
All right, so listen, in case you guys missed it, back in 2016, Mets are playing the Dodgers. Noah Syndergaard, I guess in retaliation, what's his name? The second baseman for the Dodgers. I forgot his name already.
You were talking about him.
I just spoke about him before. Anyway, doesn't even matter.
I can't remember now.
Syndergaard threw behind the batter, right?
Yes,
and
he
they
did.
they tossed him out, and Terry Collins came out, went berserk on the umps. Now we never get to really see this. The ump was mic'd up, so all of a sudden this video from 2016 comes out. And here's
Chase
the
Utley,
audio.
by the way.
Chase Utley,
That's
yes,
the guy.
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the audio from Terry Collins going at it with the ump. Check this out.
Terry, let's get a handle. Come on, let's go. Come on, talk to me.
Tommy, that's
Talk to me. Then you talk to me
I
about
know,
it.
but you know,
Okay.
you gotta give us a shot.
You know what?
You gotta give us
Terry,
a shot,
okay,
Tom.
listen to me and let me hear what I'm saying, okay? You get your shot. You had your shot right there in the situation.
Well, why
you
not?
know the situation,
I know
Terry.
it. Why don't we get a shot, Tommy?
Because that makes it, Terry, that makes it worse.
Pretty cool, right?
I tell you, I miss Terry Collins. The Mets need some of that fire.
Yeah, well, listen, Mickey doesn't have that fire.
Does Mickey last a season?
I think he's going to last a season if things continue on this way. Here's what's going to happen, right? The Mets, Sandy Alderson, going to retire.
Not get fired.
They're going to lose the general manager.
Okay.
The GM, they'll either hire from within, maybe bring Omar in and make them keep Mickey Callaway, or the Mets have a new general manager and they're going to have to get rid of Mickey so the GM can pick his own guy.
That's awful for Mickey.
That's how it works.
I guess Mickey's not so fine.
I like Mickey. Remember? Oh, how great were things in spring training?
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Mickey.
Not anymore.
Oh, Mickey, what a pity you don't understand.
Do you think I got an honest, serious question for you. Do you think that Mickey Callaway is looking back on this season, reflecting on it and going, damn it, I shouldn't have taken this job?
What went wrong?
What was I thinking going to the Mets?
He wasn't thinking that when they were 11-1, 12-2.
That was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
I'll leave it right there. That's going to do it for this edition of Two Guys, One Podcast?
Two teams, one podcast.
I like Two Guys, Two Teams, One Podcast.
You're getting it all.
Can we change
too many twos.
You got any poll? Can we change the name?
I could try.
All right. Listen, catch the Yanks Friday on Pix 11 against the Rays. Pre-game starts at
6:30.
6:30. Check out the full schedule, pix11.com/baseball. Make sure you tune into Pix 11 on Saturday at 4 and again at 11. Saturday at 4 and 11 as we celebrate 70 years. For Bret's Callahan.
For Bret's Callahan?
Bret's Callahan.
Now I'm Bret's Callahan, like Dirk Bentley?
Yeah, Bret's
Thank
Callahan.
You. For Bret's Callahan.
I'm Scott Stanford.